It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, you're not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and we are underway from Arrowhead. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Burrow will throw. And that'll be complete to Dillon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Burrow's throw there into the hands of Ross. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Brooks. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield. And 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
They go play action with Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game, and who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now?
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Second and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Taking it about the 36. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a yard run on first down.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Johnson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB 2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game. But they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Second down and 4. Burrow looking to pass. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Second and a couple. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Brooks. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They're passing here. Joe Burrow over the middle. That's caught by Chase. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
In motion left goes Green. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary?
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him, because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Point after here coming up. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Bengals score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. Ooh, the juke. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Burrow. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. KC's offense ready to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He finds his man. Complete. It's Gonzalez. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. First catch on that one for Kelce, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, just like last play.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Mahomes now on first down. The tight end Kelce has it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So illegal touching, Charles, on the outside.
And a lot of people wonder if the quarterback should see that. No, it's not his job to understand if the receiver is inbounds or out of bounds. You expect him to be there. But if he takes a step out, he essentially becomes ineligible. And that's not a tough one for an official to see, especially one standing on the sideline.
Now Mahomes working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they go to work on a first and goal. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Hall not going to bring this one out. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On second down, here's Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Here's Holmes. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
2nd down and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gonzalez. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Mahomes going to throw, and that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it culminates in a Travis Kelsey touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Burrow. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught here by Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to find Taylor downfield. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. That one complete to Okoye. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Up the middle they run. Okoye. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They run again with Okoye. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. What a play.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Johnson is in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Complete. It's Johnson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 43. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that 1st quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Mahomes to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points points here before halftime. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Quickly to Kelsey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. That's pulled in by Brooks. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Third down at 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That is caught, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now Burrow on 1st down. He'll check it down, complete to Dillon. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Here's Burrow. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll also wind up being the final play of this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He was slicing and dicing this defense and wound up with 3 touchdown passes in the first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
In motion is Bo. Mahomes will try again on second down. On target over the middle to Hill. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. Whatever the discussions were at halftime in trying to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
Now a give inside for Okoye. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Mahomes going to throw. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Looking deep here for Chase. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 75 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And Hall not going to bring this one out. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
A run now with Holmes. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Mahomes throw here complete to Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On the carry, it's Holmes. And maybe a little over-pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Taylor. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They run the toss here to Okoye. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Dillon on the inside give. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air again, Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, I'm doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Running right, here's Okoye. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Carson. And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. Now a tip of the cap to the man under center, Charles. He just went over 400 yards passing in this ball game. He's got the touchdown passes to boot, taking pretty good care of the ball. Just all around a really solid performance.
Yeah, just check, and check, right? Because he certainly showed he was worthy of the trust that his team put in him. A handful of touchdowns to his credit thus far,
Now he's just crossing off yardage milestones, and win or lose, his name has to be in serious discussion for player of the game. That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long, and they get the hook up again on third down to keep this drive alive.
Throw left side complete. That's Carson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Now it's Mahomes again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The throw over the middle taken in. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll run with Holmes. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
We're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
The offense on third down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. They go screen with Dillon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On second down, Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Burrow. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
I think he's a little trigger-happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Ross. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Oh, nifty juke there. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 46 yards.
And the Bengals get a bit closer.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. On 3rd down, here's the bruiser Okoye. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants a football in his hands. He's had a good day. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll run. This is Holmes. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now 2nd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Now Mahomes. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So on fourth down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Johnson with a completion over the middle. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a 2nd and 2.
Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly went up. The kind of performance that they're going to
show. That'll do NFL.